It was another rainy night when the PD called me out. Another body, another mess. You learn to live with the sight of corpses and the fear in the eyes of those who saw too much, at least if you stay in this line of work long enough. But something about this case felt wrong the moment I stepped onto the scene. The others wrote it off as an accident. Quick, clean, convenient. Like hell it was. I could feel the truth pressing on me as tightly as the tie around my neck. This one took time, more than I liked, but I don't quit. Not when the case starts whispering to me. You know the saying? The wheels of justice turn slowly, but they turn, and sooner or later, the truth crawls out of the dark and judgment follows right behind it. And so do I.
Hey Flynn, I've been waiting for you.
Hello, Nancy. Here we go again, right?
Nothing has changed since the last time you tried to solve this case. Why can't you just leave it be?
You know just as well as I do. I'd rather kill instead of giving up on this case.
Please, stop these bad jokes. Anyway, the victim, female in her 20s, cut her wrists open. Possibly because she was under the influence of drugs when it happened.
That's what those donut munching blurbs from the PD say. They just want to get back to their well-used office chairs instead of working for the case properly.
Could be, but since you won't let go until you have a satisfying answer to all of it, you can take another look at the living room, the bathroom, the bedroom, and the kitchen. The entrance shows nothing suspicious.
Thanks, Nancy. I'll get in touch if you need something. The victim has some punctual wounds, probably caused by a syringe. Some bruises and signs of defense besides the deep cuts at her wrist, a roll of money bills on the card.
Bruises and signs of defense? Couldn't they have appeared because of her behavior while being on drugs?
You are right, but I still sense something fishy around here. I should take a look around.
What is on the card?
It's a delivery service from a grocery store. Guess this delivery service. To keep you energized. That doesn't lead me anywhere right now. TV looks functional, but it's not plugged in.
What are you thinking?
My favorite show should be running right now.
Criminal Mindset. You still watch that stuff?
It's funny because I know how it's done properly.
Whatever, better keep looking. Seriously this time.
What the is filled to the brim with cans and plastic bags? But why? Can opener. Makes sense, but why did she use it in here? Wait a moment. Some clean baggies. I need to open one of these cans. The desk is locked. There's a pen and some used paper on it. Seems like someone wrote something lately. dozen peach cans. I'm pretty sure she didn't like slimy peaches.
How do you know?
I just got a feeling about that. Oh look, she got these cans from the delivery service. Gus's logo is on them.
Go on. Maybe you can find something else. Nobody orders so many cans of a single thing without reason.
There are some scratches on the floor. The bed was pushed around many times. There are more marks on the floor. I can't do anything without proper tools. I'll have to look around some more. What's that slimy stuff? It smells sweet. Well, sort of. Now we're getting somewhere. To the fishy, no, the fruity part. Anyway, she got the drug deliveries in those cans. I knew she didn't like them. She opened the cans, separated the drugs from the peaches in a tub, repackaged them in fresh baggies, and threw the rest away.
Why would somebody try spotted in something like that?
Easy. She was no junkie. She was a dealer.
A dealer? Shouldn't there be a list of clients or something like that?
It must be somewhere around here. I feel it in my guts. Maybe I should take a second look at something that seemed not important before. Maybe there's something about that TV or the table. What if the key? It was attached to the underside of the table, and the table has some drawers on the backside.
Seems like she tried to be careful.
Not careful enough. Got the cash book. Alright, let's see. No names mentioned, only details to the amount of drugs sold and the amount of customers, and something called merchandise purchase. It repeats on a regular base, twice a month, but still, no personal data mentioned.
Now that you have a key, you might find what you need if you look for the right lock.
Let's hope so. There we go. Let's see what we got here.
What? That's the I solved another case face. What did you find?
A letter? You stupid brat. I know that you're keeping money from me.
Money you owe me. I gave you a well-paid job and you are holding back what you owe me. I will pay you a visit and put you down like a dog. And don't think about calling the cops because my dirty laundry is yours too.
Wow. That was hateful. Do you think this person maybe killed the girl and staged the scene?
I'm sure about that, but still no sign of his or her identity.
Right. But dirty laundry? That's such a cliche.
Well, sometimes life actually feels like a bad TV show or some game, right?
Yes. But how can you find the final clue? Is there something you couldn't investigate yet? I wonder what's meant by dirty laundry. I wonder what's meant.
Crowbar? Well, that's an unusual place for it. A bunch of papers. a baggie with some of the drugs inside and Gus's logo on it and another letter. Should I read it?
You did a good job, Deckard. I don't know how you managed that in your current state. I mean, I only suspended you so that you would have time to let go. You were obsessed with that case. I hoped you would go to the beach on vacation or try to get some help, but instead you solved it. All the paper stuff you found under the bed gave us the final evidence to identify that Gus guy as the dealer and murderer. I can't say that I'm not surprised, but how did you manage that?
You got your tricks, and I got mine, Chief. I'm just happy that I could solve that case.
That's right, Flynn. So are you ready to come back officially?
I think I need another week, sir, now that I can finally let go.
Alright. You'll get another week. Take your time and let me know if you need anything.
Thanks, Chief.
I prepared this little secret depository in case of escalation of my current situation. If Gus really went that far to harm me, you have to track him down. In the sheets, you may find, together with this letter, a collection of evidence, an exposition about Gus, the guy I sold drugs for. It started with a one-time job, but since I needed the money, I accepted his offer and worked for him for a few months now. But as humble as he behaved at the start, the more frightening and aggressive he became after that. So here is my last ace up my sleeve to make sure he gets what he deserves if something happens to me. I'm sure you wouldn't be able to stop working on this potential case until you find everything to solve this mystery. Remember that I called you a stubborn idiot for this characteristic? Well, I still think you are. But now I'm glad, because I know you'll never stop bringing judgment to people. Also, I'm sorry for you if you read this. I know that I could have always asked you for help, but I didn't want you to have any more problems than necessary. Pretty stupid when I think about it now, but it's obviously too late. Take the money I hid in the TV table and use it to pay the bills for Mom and Dad. As you know, they would have to work until they die to pay off the house, and there would still be more debt afterwards. Please, tell them that I love them and that I'm sorry for what happened. Take care of yourself, my number one detective, my stupid big brother. I love you, Nancy.